In the modern world, where we're constantly surrounded by personalized algorithms, it becomes difficult to feel connected with the things we interact with daily. This is why I decided to cut out the streaming services in my life, to build my own library of music, to use an iPod in the Big 26. The iPod I decided to get was the iPod 5.5 generation. The 5.5 was basically a standard iPod video, just with the added ability to search for songs, along with the increased battery life and screen brightness features. They came with either a 30 gig or 80 gig hard drive, and the one that I have here is a 30 gig thin model iPod, and it's what I consider to be the sweet spot for iPods. They have the classic iPod design, they're extremely reliable, expandable, and upgradable, but most importantly, they're reliable. I have downgraded the software on my iPod to 1.2.1 from 1.3 so I can install custom UI themes and play those classic iPod games. I'll share a link in the description to the GitHub archive with all the games, along with the link to the themes. I currently have over 2,000 songs loaded onto my iPod. For music discovery, I usually ask my friends to recommend tracks or just wait for new movies to release and download the soundtrack MP3s. My iTunes library is almost 19 gigs in file size, and I download music at 320 kilobits per second, which strikes a good balance between quality and compression. Of course, you could always download FLAC, but that would require you to install Rockbox, which many people tend to prefer over the stock firmware. I personally don't, but the choice is really yours. But that's not the only choice you have to make your iPod feel like yours. We've already mentioned the custom themes you can install and Rockbox, but there's also physical customization involved. Stores like Elite Obsolete Electronics sell custom front plates and back plates for these iPods, all in various colors and patterns. They also sell a wide range of upgrades for iPods, like extended batteries, flash upgrades for more power efficiency and speed, and even Bluetooth mod kits so that you can use AirPods and other Bluetooth headphones. There really is a huge amount of flexibility when it comes to these little players, and the massive community behind them is keeping them alive and going strong even in the Big 26, years after it's been discontinued. Just as important as making your iPod feel like yours is making sure your music sounds the way you like. Headphones are one of the biggest considerations when getting an iPod, as they are your window to your music. Choosing the right headphones can be difficult. However, there is an audio recommendation guide I've linked below. There are also websites like Artings that host extremely detailed reviews for headphones. I personally use the KZ ZSN Pro X IEMs as they give me really good audio quality. Not only that, but they only cost 20 bucks. However, when choosing headphones, you should always remember that audio is very subjective. What sounds good to me may sound like garbage to you. That's why you should get headphones that accept returns. Give yourself some time to test out different pairs of headphones and find the set that's right for you. Overall, buying an iPod was a decision that I have zero regrets about. I enjoy being able to build my own library of tracks that I handpick. It gives people the same feeling that building a desk from IKEA does. It feels personal, like there's a part of you that went towards it. Getting out my iPod and putting on my headphones makes listening to music feel more intentional. But most importantly, I no longer have to suffer from ads. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay safe. Bye!